Hey everybody, it's Ryan here. This video, I just want to share one quick thing with you. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to be inviting some of you guys to take a look at something we're doing here. But I truly believe right now, what God is saying to many of us and what he is actually doing right now is God is catching you up to speed. God is catching you up to speed. Last week, I released a video. And at the end of that video, I said that I would be coming back on here to release that particular word. But I believe that particular word needed this finishing touch. I think God needed to bring me up to speed on certain things in my own personal life so that I could honestly share this word here with you. Okay, so do me a favor. If this is something that you believe that you need to hear and see right now, like this video, consider subscribing to the channel. All right, and so last week on Friday, I was in a coaching session with one of my mentees, and he began to specifically share with me a dream that he had recently experienced. And we were at this crossroads moment of the direction that he should go. And my first question to him was, what has God been saying to you? What has God been showing to you? And he began to describe this dream. And as I was giving him what I believe the interpretation of the dream is, one of the words that I began to speak into his life was something that I believe God wanted me to hold on for myself, but also to release to you in this revelation. And that's God is catching you up to speed. Many of you are in situations and circumstances where the enemy has specifically tried to hinder you. He's tried to delay your progress. And what God is doing right now is he's taking certain things off of your life. Some of you guys may start to see you're about to be shifted potentially into new careers, new opportunities, new businesses, new ideas. You're stepping into those things right now. Some of you guys are starting to see certain roles that you may have played in other people's lives. Those seasons may be coming to an end. Again, God is getting you ready for this next venture. He's bringing you up to speed, just like with an airplane, when it's getting ready to take off. Again, it has to be brought up to speed so that it can accelerate. And one of the visions that I remember so clearly, one of my sisters in the faith, she wrote an excellent book called the 747 Connection. And one of the things that happened with her book specifically is I began to just give her some more insights on what I think God was getting ready to do in her situation. I believe many of you guys can hold on to this for yourself. I began to explain to her that as a rocket ship is getting ready to be lift off and it's going up to its high altitude, a lot of times you will see that the things that are the heaviest parts of the ship, they start falling off. They start falling off so that the rocket can accelerate. And again, we see these in these NASA trips, right? And so the word literally in Hebrew, nasa, means to lift up. And so I believe many of you guys are in a season right now where God is getting ready to lift you up. He's getting ready to launch you. He's getting ready to propel you into your next. But you must be sensitive to specifically how God is speeding you up. And so one of the ways that I believe that this is connected and why there was a delay in from when I received the word and when I said I was going to announce this word is that God needed to show me this one particular part. And I think many of you may need to pay attention to this particular thing. There was one specific thing that my pastor, he touched on this weekend that I think made all of this make sense to me as I'm releasing it to you right now specifically. And that is, you can't wear Saul's armor. Many of us, when you are trying to do the will of God, when you are trying to be obedient, it's so easy to turn to your left, turn to your right, to look for an example of someone else who you believe is doing what you're called to do. And it's so easy to begin to model after this particular person or these particular people and begin ministering or doing whatever it is in the way that they do it. But there's a unique set of skills, there's a unique set of gifts, there's a unique set of everything, a unique flow, a unique, your own unique experiences that you've gone through specifically that God wants to use in this moment for your assignment. And so with that being said, for many of you, you guys come on here, you guys like the prophetic words. In this season of my life, one of the things that I believe, and I know so surely, I've been saying this for maybe a couple months now, that God is shifting me to focus on helping lots of business owners. I started in the industry of being in business for myself like 17 years ago. I was transitioned out of this because I believe God needed me to fall in love with Him, fall in love with the things of God. And I believe God is transitioning me back into the business space, being a prophetic person in the actual marketplace. And so one of the things that we're doing right now, specifically to help prophetic people and people who are business owners transition and actually take on the marketplace assignment. If you believe you're one of these people who are called to serve in the marketplace, that you have a business idea, we're going to be doing business workshops. We're going to be doing business education, teaching more business principles on this particular channel. But also, again, we're going to have some workshops that are coming up. I'm going to announce that in the next video. But I just want you guys to be sensitive to the fact that God may be shifting you to something. God may be calling you to look at something else in this hour. And for me, I've been resisting this change. I've been wrestling with this change because there are not many people that I've seen with my own eyes do what I believe God is calling me to do next, and especially not in the way that I believe that He's calling me to do it. So I want you guys to remain sensitive to that. If you guys want to have more information about what we're going to be doing here, I want to leave some information about some of the business workshops that we have coming up this particular weekend. They're going to be specifically designed to help kingdom entrepreneurs use the power of YouTube to do something similar to what I'm doing right now, and that's get your message out, get leads for your business. If that's something you want to participate in, all the information is going to be below this video. But I just want to just release this into your life right now. That, again, God is getting ready to get you up to speed. It may look like God is shifting you. God is calling you to launch out into the things that He's put in front of you. And it's time to be obedient, even if that makes you look crazy, even if that makes you look like you're going against the grain. I want you guys to be sensitive to the move that God is doing. And so I want to thank you guys for checking out the channel. Thank you guys for liking the video. Thank you guys for subscribing. Also, again, I want to thank you guys for those of you guys who continue to sow seeds into this ministry. I truly bless you guys. I thank you for everything that you guys do from the bottom of my heart. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.